Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 news and updates with the recent Infinity Castle DLC character Tanjido. By the way, very fun. His combo strings, supers, and ultimate attack goes crazy. Animations in general, top tier stuff. Let me know down below in the comments if you think he's one of the better characters so far within the Infinity Castle pack. I think Akaza and Tanjido are probably the better ones. We did receive some additional info in regards to the next DLC character, being Giyu. This, by the way, is his official render shot that they released about a month ago. So if we go over to their Twitter page, it does say the 5th installment, Tomioka Giyu Infinity Castle Arc, has been confirmed for delivery in March of 2026. We don't know if it's going to be early, mid, or late March. Just stay tuned to the channel because I'll keep you guys up to date. Hopefully it's early March, just because if we go ahead and break down the release schedule for all the other characters, it's not necessarily exactly the same. They're all different. So Kaigaku released on October 30th, and from Kaigaku to Zenitsu, we had to wait about almost exactly a month, maybe a little over a month. Zenitsu came out December 2nd, right? From Zenitsu to Akaza, we had to wait about 2.5 weeks. Akaza literally came out in the same month, December 19th. Pretty dang crazy. So if we can get that short wait period between Tanjiro and Giyu, that would be excellent, because do keep in mind, they already confirmed a dual ultimate for both characters a while ago when they revealed Infinity Castle Tanjiro, to be exact. So I feel like they don't want us to keep on waiting additional months for Giyu, which, by the way, we don't have this ultimate attack in the game, if you're wondering. A lot of us speculated we could possibly get that for the Tanjido DLC character, but no, that's not the case. We unfortunately have to wait for Giyu, but at the same time, hopefully it's not a very long wait. So from Akaza, December 19th, to Tanjido, yesterday, February 12th, that was about 2 months of waiting, so that was the longest wait period. So it would be nice, since Tanjiro and Giyu are kind of like a pair in the movie, they try their best to destroy Akaza, if we had another short wait period, right? Something similar to Zenitsu and Akaza, about 2.5 weeks, which does make sense if we pull up the calendar real quick. If we do another 2.5 weeks, since that's something we've seen before, that will be 1 week, 2 weeks, right there on the 27th of February, and maybe a half a week would be the 3rd of March, right? And it does say Giyu will release March 2026. This is just all speculation. We have no idea when Giyu will drop. Again, early, mid, or late. But it would be nice if we get the character sooner than later, just because I really want to use that dual ultimate attack. Check that out, bro. They're just obliterating Akaza, even though he could obviously hold his own, probably if he wanted to evade all of this, but you know, he's just trying to make things interesting in the movie. He had to take some damage. No, I'm playing. Hey man, Upper Moon 3, Akaza the GOAT, for real, for real. So Tanjido, this is something that we broke down before, using that whirlpool uprising dragon technique, and Giyu over there just using his other specific variants of the water breathing style. Now it's nice because Tanjido does have about 3 dual ultimates in the game so far, one with Nezuko, Genya, and Rengoku. Each and every single one of those, he's using the sun breathing or Hinokami Kagura techniques. Now with this dual ultimate attack, he's using the water breathing, so it's very refreshing if you ask me. If we go over to this page over here, a lot of you guys were actually saying that Doma could be the next DLC character. So now we're just going to speculate who's going to be after Giyu, because they already confirmed the entire Infinity Castle set a while ago. There's going to be a total of 7 characters. After Giyu, we're going to be getting Shinobu and Doma, but we don't know the exact order. And some of you guys, again, were saying that we could possibly be getting Doma before Shinobu, because if we take a look at the very first Kaigaku trailer, notice how it says Akaza to be the last character of the Infinity Castle Pass. As we know now, that's not the case. The 3rd character was actually Akaza himself. So they do change some things, maybe just to have things flow with their scheduling, whatever may be the cause of them swapping around the characters. When Kaigaku release, Akaza was supposed to be the last and final character, but I'm assuming they're just trying their best to keep the scenarios with each other. Zenitsu was the second character, so kind of completing that showdown. The third character being Akaza again, and then the fourth character, of course, being Tanjiro himself, and Giyu, the fifth character, completing that specific arc in Infinity Castle Part 1 movie, right? So the main thing I want to point out, or actually some of you guys pointed out, is that for each specific battle, the demons were released first. Kaigaku, then Zenitsu, that's done. Then for the second showdown, Akaza was released first before Tanjiro and Giyu. It does say Shinobu is supposed to be the one after Giyu, then Doma, but going back to what you guys brought up, the demons seem to be the ones who are releasing first. So Doma very well could be the next character after Giyu, then Shinobu. However they go about it doesn't necessarily matter to me. I just thought that was interesting. Since they kind of switched up the order before, they could technically still do that. So going back to the render shots, how do you guys think his moveset is going to be like? I feel like it's going to be something similar to Tanjiro himself. What I mean, something similar, is that you know how he unlocked his Demon Slayer mark in the movie? Tanjiro unlocked his Transparent World in the movie. So Giyu, as soon as you pick him from the character roster screen, transition over to the battle, he's not necessarily going to be undergoing his Demon Slayer mark. I feel like that's going to be for his awakening state, or boost slash surge mode, whatever you want to call it, and probably for the ultimate attack as well. Going back to Tanjiro, that's exactly how it went down. His neutral states, it's just normal Tanjiro. He undergoes Transparent World when you activate his ultimate attack and awakening. So that very well could be the same thing for Tanjiro, or not Tanjiro, Giyu over here, except with the Demon Slayer mark. His combo strings will probably be very different from the already existing Giyu that we have in the game. Just because Tanjiro, for example, or even Zenitsu, all the Infinity Castle characters, Akaza, they're very different from the other characters, right? Combo strings, supers, and ultimate attacks. So I do expect to get those three big changes for Giyu over here. And going back to the dual ultimates, yeah, we will be getting this after Giyu drops, which I guess does make sense because we need both characters. But the thing I'm thinking about after we get Infinity Castle Giyu, let's say if we want to play as the original Giyu, will we still be able to activate this dual ultimates as any of the original Tanjiro or Giyus? I would think so. I don't think this dual ultimate will be exclusive to Infinity Castle Tanjiro or Infinity Castle Giyu. I mean, if they do it that way, then that's fine, so be it. But if we go back to the other Infinity Castle Zenitsu, for example, you can still use the older dual ultimates as Infinity Castle Zenitsu, right? The animations are slightly different. His eyes are open instead of being shut down. It would be nice if his Demon Slayer mark activates for this ultimate here. I know it doesn't necessarily show that over his face. Wait, so the Giyu up on screen, this has to be the Infinity Castle variation, right? I'm only assuming over here, so my theory seems to be correct. Of course, wait for the actual character to release, but you can see his Demon Slayer is not activated, so his neutral states is just going to be original Tanjiro or Giyu. Of course, his combos, supers, and ultimates will be different, but his Demon Slayer mark won't activate until you get that awakening and ultimate move. At least according to this screenshot here, because I don't see no Demon Slayer mark. So how much will the character cost? Something similar to all the other standalone DLC characters, 550 yen. Now, if you convert the yen over to US dollars, that's about $3.60. The standalone US DLCs are slightly more expensive over here for whatever reason. Each standalone character DLC pack will cost $5. This is something that I recently broke down before. They just included the IC Tanjiro character because he just came out. So if you do plan to purchase all 7 characters, then I highly recommend just purchasing the character pass because you'll save about $5 at the end of the entire season, correct? Now, something I talked about before, after we get every single character, how cool would it be if we get an actual Infinity Castle story saga DLC? Dude, I can already witness or imagine the cutscenes, especially the 7 thunder breathing Zenitsu one. I don't know why, but that one comes to mind the most. If they animate that CC2 style, dude, that it will just be beyond epic. Yeah, just wanted to break down the news for today. Giyu will be releasing March of 2026. Could it be early, mid, or late? Again, hopefully it's around the early area. This is it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.